Inside Katie Price and ex Alex Reid's turbulent marriage as he threatens to expose the truth. The fast entertainment news it is. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. In less than a week, Katie Price has faced showdowns with not one, but three of her exes. The former glamour model, 47, hit out last week after her ex Peter Andre, with whom she shares Junior, 20, and Princess, 18, accused her of lies and baseless allegations involving their children's welfare. In a statement, her representative said that Katie doesn't feel the need to bring up tit-for-tat comments and that she would no longer be gaslighted and bullied as she once was. However, days later, another of her ex-husbands, Alex Reid, also called her out in a dramatic way. "I am spearheading a campaign to expose the truth," he said in a video last night, accusing Katie of trying to tarnish the reputations of her ex-partners. After just a year of marriage, Katie and Alex, now 50, split in 2011. Here's everything we know about their relationship and how things broke down between the pair. When did Katie Price and Alex Reid start dating? Just 8 weeks after Katie split from Peter in 2009, she moved on with former cage fighter Alex, who had then forged a career as a trained mixed martial artist, MMA. He'd also appeared in TV shows including Hollyoaks and My Hero. But it was dating Katie that saw him become a household name after the pair met at Michelle Heaton's 30th birthday party at Café de Paris. In her 2010 memoir, You Only Live Once, Katie detailed how she slept with her rebound the night they met. "I got it off him the first night. I'd been looking at pictures of him and texting him before that, though. Then I met Alex, slept with him and have stayed with him since. How could I resist the power of Alex?" she wrote. "I love a whirlwind. I'm an all-or-nothing girl. When something feels right, I believe in getting married and having kids. Why wait around? I get on so well with Alex's family and he gets on with mine. We're all very similar," she added. However, they did briefly split after Katie returned to Australia to star in another season of I'm a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here. When quitting the jungle, she also infamously dumped Alex live on air during her interview with Ant in December, declaring that, "I just realized I wanted to be on my own, I don't need a relationship." But a few weeks later the pair were back on, and soon after he then entered the Celebrity Big Brother house, which he went on to win. When did Katie Price and Alex Reid get married? Katie and Alex had a whirlwind romance, marrying in Las Vegas in February 2010, just 7 months after they began dating. Alex also famously spent £60,000 on her engagement ring. A few months later they had their marriage formally recognised with a church blessing in the UK, which was filmed for the ITV2 special Katie and Alex, For Better, For Worse. Their vows to overcome the worst together ended up being an uphill battle. Why did Katie Price and Alex Reid split up? Despite attempts to work on their marriage, in January 2011, Katie announced her impending divorce. "Alex and I have had a number of difficulties over the past few months. I accept that these were in part caused by my marrying too quickly. We all make mistakes and this was one," she wrote in a statement. However, Alex changed from the man I fell in love with and some of his behavior became difficult for me to understand and caused issues. I have tried to help him with these issues, but they have put a considerable strain on our relationship. Our difficulties were also not helped by Alex becoming more fascinated by life in the media eye. She continued in the lengthy statement, "Alex and I have spent many hours discussing our relationship and trying to make it work, but the issues between us are too deep-rooted. I am deeply upset that my relationship with Alex has failed, but I know it is the right thing for my children and I that we separate. My children are my absolute priority in this, and they are being shielded from what is happening." What has Katie Price said about Alex Reid? There's been no love lost between the former couple over the past 14 years, with the pair trading barbs at every opportunity. Last night Alex released his bombshell video, in which he said he was preparing to go up against his ex again. "Over the years you've seen countless stories by Katie Price directed at me, Peter Andre, Kieran Hayler, and others," he said. "I am spearheading a campaign to expose the truth. This isn't about gossip, it's about evidence. It isn't about rumor, it's about reality. After years of silence, the time has finally come to reveal all. This is bigger than one person. It's about honesty, accountability, and supporting those that have been silenced." The time for speculation is over. The truth will now be seen and heard. Following her split from Alex, Katie went on to marry third husband Kieran Hayler in 2013. They share 2 children, Jet and Bunny, but split in 2018. She was then engaged to Christopher Boyson in 2019, but they split a month later. She's now been in a relationship with Married at First Sight star JJ Slater since early last year.